Well, you know what the officials are.
There's a review. And since they're reviewing the very last play, well, we'll see. We'll look at this one. Or what do we want? Idaho Vandals at Idaho State. Bengals. The Bengals lead 63, make it 64. No, 63, 60, yes, 64 50. No, 65 50. I'm at 46 and counting. Idaho, if they want to get to 20 wins, they have to win all three remaining games in the regular season. You will.
Comes over saying it's a out of bounds review. We'll get another.
And they're reviewing in that one. They're doing a review, so let's go to the number one team in the Big Sky. And they're playing 3 games in 5 days here in the Big Sky wrap-up year. As their conference tournament is midweek to midweek. That is because the men's and women's tournaments are on ESPN televised networks. Well, ESPN Plus, but for even I'm talking the ESPN like televised networks, like ESPNU and ESPN2. I believe the final for the men's final is on ESPN2, and then you have the women midweek, and you have a semifinal of the Big. Where's on Saturday? I know the men's final of the Big Sky is on ESPN2. I know one of the Big Sky semis for the men is on ESPN televised networks. Like one men's semifinal. I know the women's finals. I know women's finals at least on ESPNU. I believe the men's finals on ESPN2. And I believe one men's semi is on ESPN2. Not both. I don't believe both are. I could be wrong though. It could be where one's in ESPN, one's in ESPN2, or one's on ESPN2, one's in ESPNU. Something like that. So. Something like that. Or one's on ESPNU only. Something like that, I know they do have a lot of the mid-majors. They have like small conferences. And they put one side on ESPN. 2 or ESPNU or something like that. And just so they can showcase these different conferences.
Fitzgerald down low. Ooh, and it's out of bounds. His best steps on the line. It's almost double dribble, I think, as well. Might have been tipped. Picton brings it up. 2 minutes to go. Here in Bozeman, the Bobcats will clinch at least a tie for the Big Sky Championship. They will get first place no matter what because of the tiebreaker, as a turnover gives it back to Portland State and a foul on the floor.
Okay, so we'll bring in another game here. A different game, that is. Here. Let's bring in. Let's bring in Sacramento State at Montana. So South Carolina is going to prove 26-3, 14-1 in the SEC. While Miss goes to 18-9, 6 in SEC play. I'm actually bringing it on. Mary Mountain at San Diego. When there's only one Neiman here, we will do show both. We will. When there's so two, but nearing the end of each of these fourth quarters. Then it is two third quarters, one is the end of three, one's like near the end of three, and one at halftime will be in the third quarter. So let's go to Sacramento State at Montana here. And for Montana State, they're going to improve to 26-2, 16 on the Big Sky, and clinch the number one seed and the Big Sky regular season title. They're going to clinch number one seed in the Big Sky tournament and the Big Sky season championship. Porn State's going to 4-21, 1-15 in the Big Sky. Now we have Gonzaga's going to go to 21-9, 16-3. West Coast Officer goes to 13-16, 9-10 to West Coast Comets. Let's actually go to Barbara at Poly. Oh no, let's actually go to Sacramento State on Montana. We'll go there for just show a little bit.
Remaining 69-61 Montana. If all the scores hold right now, the Lady Grizz and Idaho State will be both 7-9, tied for 5th place in the Big Sky Conference standings. Still 2 games to go for both the Bengals and the Lady Grizz. So right now they would be the 5 and the 6 seeds. Then you have 7. That's the team that has to play on the first day in Boise. That would be occupied by Eastern Washington and Northern Colorado right now. They're both 6-10. With a loss today, the Hornets would fall to 5-11 and almost cement their destiny in playing in the bottom 4 in the tournament. Because with Bozeman on the horizon, they have to go over the hill, take on the undefeated Montana State Bobcats on Saturday. That is a tall order, and you see what the Bobcats have done with Portland State. They ran away with it again, trying to become the first undefeated team in Big Sky play since the Lady Grizz did it in 2003. Barsh inbounds off the hip of her interim head coach, Danny Barsh, or I should say Nate Harris, into the backcourt. It goes for Koenig. Pass is batted out of bounds. It stays with Montana with 16 seconds left. We'll hear from interim head coach Nate Harris at the conclusion of this game. Barr scanning, threads it into Waddington. Quick foul. Just under 15 seconds left. Free throws today, the Lady Grizz 11 of 14 at the line. One of the top free throw shooting teams in the country entering today. They were in the top 34. And Avery Waddington helps that number. She hits the first, and the Lady Grizz get to 70. A point that has been telling for Montana. When they score 70, they're 9-3 this year. When they're under, just 1-13. Waddington hits both. And a timeout taken by Sacramento State. We mentioned the Hornets. They're off for Bozeman. After today, they'll get the Cats Saturday afternoon. Montana will welcome in the Portland State Vikings on Senior Day. A 2 o'clock tip this Saturday afternoon. Coverage can be found on ESPN Plus, with the pregame show beginning on KGRZ at 1:30. Lady Grizz with a win today. They'll be heavy favorites Saturday against Portland State. Their chances of falling into the either 5 or 6 seeds will skyrocket if and when they hang on over the next 15 seconds. Sacramento State battled in this second half. Arvai into Falk, step back triple, scraped to the rafters, falls off, offensive rebound, Penawete with 7. The reload to Falk, this is just semantics at this point. The layup goes with 4 seconds remaining, and Montana will call its final timeout with exactly 4 ticks left on the clock. The halftime score of the men's game just announced, to a nice round of applause for the fans that have stuck it out here in Missoula. Again, right as soon as we're done, flip it over and catch the end of that game. Coach Takir going for history with a win. He'd become the all-time winningest head coach at the University of Montana. Lady Grizz trying to lock down a win today that would break the 4-game losing streak. It was a tough 4 games. Montana trailed by at least 20 points in all 4 games. They gave up 83 points during the run. Losses of over 30 to the Cats, of over 20 to Idaho State and Northern Arizona. But as Coach Harris has been preaching, the season is still in front of us. Win a couple over the next 3. March into Boise and try and catch fire. 4 seconds left. Barsh lobs towards the rim. It hits off of Waddington's legs. It's out of bounds. Sacramento State basketball down by 8. Sac State with no timeouts remaining cannot advance. And the band starts up saying na-na-na-na. Goodbye. It's actually Montana basketball with a second left. The clock expires and the losing streak is over. Montana defeats Sacramento State 71-63. We'll hear from interim head coach Nate Harris on the other side of the break on ESPN Plus.
Domino's best deal ever is almost gone. Get any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite pizza at our best price. Any pizza and toppings for $9.99. It's Domino's best deal ever, but it's not forever, so get it before it ends this Sunday. Only at Domino's.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
I am Polestar 3. I am pure electric performance. From the straightaways to the hairpin turns, I am designed to be driven. The drive of tomorrow. I am Polestar 3. View offers at polestar.com.
Hey, brushing besties. Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works. Dr. Torres? Reality checkup. Guys,
You need to try Crest 3G White Deep Stain Remover. Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth, lifting them away. For whiter teeth in one day. Obsessed. Crest.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain.
Sometimes the greatest rush
So we have here 2 seconds left. Portland 67 off San Francisco. Santa Barbara defeats Cowboys 63-60. Idaho State looks like they're going to beat Idaho. They're up 73-65. And then Montana defeats Sacramento State 71-63, 75-59. South Carolina Miss 63-60. Lima Gonzaga, or San Diego, excuse me. Gonzaga over Pacific 72-56, 81-68. California CCU 61-51. Riverside over Hawaii 78-49. Tennessee over Portland State. Is there any more of this? No, Irvine 62-34 Fort. And we have 79 off. Oh, in Portland they got fouled. And they got fouled. And that foul shots helped them win the game 68-67. They went on 2 foul shots. Wow. Then number 7 LSU, number 20 Alabama, 79 apiece. And then Oregon State at St. Mary's is 57 all. 70-55 Long Beach over Bakersfield. And then we still got California 40-28 over Georgia. California has Stanford leads. Miami 51-46 and 52-42. UC San Diego over Coast State Northwood. Okay, so pretty much. Let's go to LSU, Alabama, on the SEC, on the Southeastern Conference Network. This is a good big game here in the world of SCU basketball. I mean, 79 apiece.
In a tie game. Gets in the marker. There's a foul given by Shepard.
And looks like LSU is going to foul here. LSU wants to go to overtime, so they're putting in players that don't have any early fouls, so they can go to overtime, force overtime.
Here's Green. Williams. Green gets a
No, they're not.
Off the rim. Weathers with the rebound, and we are going to overtime.
And overtime in the SEC, on the SEC network, and and every second of overtime that I can show you, I'm going to show you here on the Southeastern Conference Network. And Idaho State wins 75-69 in the Idaho State rivalry match. So we're not gonna miss a second of it. SC conference. And we'll go to Beakers. And there's only 2 games left or less. It should be enough for overtime at least in the SEC. But Bakersfield, you know. And then we have one in the fourth quarter, so they're kind of nearing the end of the fourth right now. So, yeah. Beach up 72-58 on Bakersfield. Bakersfield's 2-25, 2-15 in Big West play. Will beat Long Beach State is 9-7, 13-2. So Bakersfield only after today will have 2 more games. They'll be off on one of the game days. So the 1st, the 6th, or the 8th. So they'll either have a week or they'll have 5 days rest. But that'll be nice for them. It's nice to always get some rest. But going in the Big West tournament for them, I don't know though. I mean, they've had a tough year of it as it is. So. And we'll show you a quick look here at Oregon State at St. Mary's. Then we're in a quick look of the other match. Nope, that's in the T tournament. We're in a quick look at Northridge at UC San Diego. Nope. Well, not. Let's go to the Southeastern Conference.
Nowhere to go with it. 9 to shoot.
And we are going to show you the Southeastern Conference now here. We're right in the next part. Actually, the next part we'll do it.